Hello, cultural, inter, and cross-cultural skills, why they matter and how can you acquire them. This is what I propose to help you to discover and experience through this cross-cultural management and communication training module, the CCMC model. If you accept the principle, I suggest 4 steps. First one is open your mind. Second one is develop your intercultural skills through case studies that will echo the conceptual framework and analytical tools that I will provide through the session. Third step, boost your cultural metacognition by stepping back from your own reference points and cultural assumptions. Four, and last point, cultivate your cognitive complexity. You need to see broadly and think big, think large, like we like to say in the Lyon. So think large and big when dealing with inter and cross-cultural issues to simply understand the complexity in which we find ourselves. This is the path, the journey that I propose for this model. Of course, it is a model that will rely both on frameworks for reflection, because for about 40 years, the subject of inter and cross-culturality, cultural distance, and cultural conflict have been explored by certain management authors. People talk a lot about Hofstede, Trompenars, and Meyers, but what does it really mean and what can we rely on? Because when we talk about culture, there is both the national culture, the regional culture, and very often that's the first lens we will have. But then there are also professional cultures, occupational cultures, industry culture, and organizational cultures. So we will try to untangle all these echoes, and to do this, it will be through a session where I will provide you with a number of framework that seems appropriate and important to know for learning and ultimately practicing. And then you will be working on case studies, which I hope will shed light on better understanding of these inter and cross-cultural spaces. So, where I am, speaking from and who I am. I am Jérôme Chabanne-Rive. I am a full professor at the IE Lyon School of Management, IE Lyon, and the University Jean Moulin Lyon 3, specializing in human resource management, but also in international business, and thus naturally in these areas of inter and cross-culturality. I have had the chance and the opportunity to work internationally on European university cooperation and networks and more globally, and all this made me question things because I did not necessarily understand everything that was happening. I didn't necessarily understand all the communication issues, the management balance, and the negotiation that were taking place because there was and doubly fully an intercultural dimension that I was eager to better understand. And so, over the year, for more than 25 years, I have tried to develop this through practice and also by building on the work of colleagues who are experts in the field, who have worked in consulting, and of course, this provides insight and allow you to develop your own system of understanding. So what I propose for this module is not necessarily that you will want to use the framework I suggest, but at the very least that you develop a number of criteria and dimensions that allow you to understand the complexity of a world that is inter and cross-cultural. Our current world is full of inter-cross-culturality, whether the organization. And so, inevitably, you will face this in your managerial decision making, in your choices. I think it is important to have a small pair of glasses, or more precisely, a toolbox that allows you to understand a bit what happens when you are in environments that cross different cultures, different system of values, different way of understanding the world. So that's the journey I propose you follow if you decide to enroll in this intercultural and cross-cultural management and communication model. So I look forward to you, and I think that I will have the pleasure of seeing you there very soon. Bye bye.